go back in time to a stormy night. The crack of thunder, lightning across the sky. Doris, you and Zeev have just arrived at the Haven after the warning from everyone that those nasty motorcycle gangers, the Reavers, were coming. You managed to get over here cross country on a motorcycle. The rain is lashing down. You are soaking wet. You jumped off the motorcycle. You heard a dog barking, and you raced all the way towards the Haven. The stairs creaked as you ran up. You grab open the door and you pull it open or push it open. You just glance around and you see Z bringing his rifle up and engaging in some walkers that were coming from the direction of where the powerhouse was. You're suddenly in darkness. The lights are all out. The power's gone. There's nothing going on. You step in. You're on the balcony area of the Haven. You hear a crack of a shot from outside. You take a look around. Can you make a spot? Can you make a scout roll, please?
Almost.
As you look around, you see some of the things are missing. You see all of the cubicles, the canvas cubicles where the beds are, where the women of the group sleep. You scan around and there's no one here. Then you hear again, woof, from towards the back area where the supply room is. The room that Elizabeth was shut in the time that she nearly died when she snuck out to chase after Chunk. You make your way across. Again, you can hear the thunder. You hear the door whistling in the wind and slams closed behind you. You hear, just in the distance, another gunshot from outside. You race across to the storage room and you think, yeah, this is actually a good place to wait out this storm. You see the door ahead of you. What are you doing?
I run to the room where Chunk is.
You run across. You pull open the door. There's a form in there leaping at you. You feel a tongue upon your face as you are knocked over, as Chunk knocks you onto your back, licking your face. As you are there, that warmth of the dog, but there's no one else there as you glance. There's a crack of lightning from outside, thunder, wood splintering. And suddenly, as you're there on the ground with Chunk on top of you, you can see the roof starts coming towards you, tree branches breaking through, earth falling over you. Suddenly there's an intense level of pain as the roof collapses on top of you. You hear a crack from your leg. And suddenly it goes dark.
Oh.
You black out.
And you die.
Can you make an endure test for me, please? Only a 2. It's not good, is it? Why only a 2 on endurance?
No, I've only got 1 on endurance.
I know. Why could that be?
Because I can't roll characters very well.
I believe you choose.
It's not that. You can't have a 1 in an attribute in Walking Dead, remember?
Oh,
Must be some other reason.
Oh. GM cheat.
There's a slight light above you. You feel something warm on your cheek. You can't move. You feel there's grit and dust in your eyes. Dirt. Coarse. It hurts. You feel a shooting pain up your leg into your spine and shooting up your back. You feel a wetness on your ear. Kind of just reach out, see there's blood on it. There's something going on above you. You hear sounds. People. Zeev, maybe Zeev's up there. Maybe Lilibeth. You hear, there's a walker. Can't make out who it is. You hear a gunshot. You realise there's no water dripping down on you from the rain. The rain has stopped. And suddenly blackness engulfs you as you pass out once again. Back to the rest of the group.
Yeah.
It's now been over 6 weeks since Doris was lost during the storm. You've made your home at the hotel, the Bedford Motel. It's about 1 kilometre outside of Bedford, Virginia. The fence outside is sturdy, provided you protection. You've actually spent some time since you got here about 4 weeks ago, making things better. You've got the water running, so you've got some showers. But you know that the mains aren't working. So you've only got the water you're managing to collect from barrels from rain. It's November now. It's a bit nippier, a bit chilly. The odd frost has been on the ground. But you've managed to attach a ladder to the reception building. You managed to get some sandbags made. Found some sacks. You got some soil. And you put some sandbags up there. You've reinforced the bottom of the fence with some wood to give a little bit of extra protection. And after those 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks when you were calling for Doris on the radio, Dell answered the call. And Dell had had some more trouble with unpleasant people chasing after him and his van. So despite his desire to remain maybe a lone wolf. You meet up. You told him of Doris's death. And he came back and has settled somewhat with the rest of the survivors. 6 weeks. You think, although you're not certain, it's a Monday. You think it's a Monday. You think it's the 22nd of November. It's Thanksgiving on Thursday. Things have been pretty good. It's been 4 weeks since you've had any trouble. The few people on the roads that you've seen as you've been traveling and making a motel safer, you've avoided. Caution now is your middle names almost. But despite the fact that the amount of supplies you've got, and despite the fact that the void that Doris's death has left, you all will have to move on. Z, Henry, Jordan, Lilibeth, and Madeline. You left the motel this morning, heading into Bedford on a run. The one thing you're drastically short of is guns. And although fighting the dead with guns is not a good idea, you know there's the living out there that are almost worse than the dead. You've got a handful of pistols, one rifle. Tyrone is still with you. You've left him back at the motel. He's healing slowly. He got through the infections. He got through the nights. That was a good thing. And no one has been injured or killed since he lost Doris. Thanksgiving, you think, this week. You're out after supplies. And you're trying to stay away from Roanoke, so you've headed back into Bedford. You're somewhat disadvantaged in this trip because you left Jacob back at the motel along with Kristen, Bobby, just to keep an eye on things. Can't take everyone on these runs. You're in a couple of vehicles. Henry, you and Jordan and Dell are in Henry's car. There's a smell of cheese in it. The pizza delivery logos are now a little bit more worn. Car's maybe not been taken care of as well as it should do. There's a few more bumps and scratches on it. Lilibeth, Madeline, and Z, you're in Kristen's SUV. Lilibeth and Madeline sat behind you, talking quietly, just keeping out of your ears, but you are more focused on the road ahead. See Lilibeth. Madeline leans a little closer to you. You know, when we're out, you know, we're going to go and find some stuff. We should do something.
Oh, what do you mean?
It's Thanksgiving this week, I think. I mean, we haven't got Doris's diary, but I think it is. We should look for a turkey.
Do you really
Please.
think we're going to find one?
Of course. This is rural Virginia. There'll be little farms scattered around. Wild turkeys are all over the place. And they move faster than the walkers. It should be okay.
How are we going to get it, though, if it moves that fast?
She kind of just taps and she's got a gun. You didn't know she had a gun. 2 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, she didn't have a gun. It's
Where'd you get that
between
from?
the two of us. I found it all around. Look,
Okay.
we can get the turkey. We can catch it by hand. They're not that fast. They're just faster than walkers. If we get the turkey, think how happy everyone will be if we can find some potatoes or some veg. And you and I, we can do something for everyone. We can cook the turkey up. Thanksgiving. I mean, we've got Dell with us now. You know, maybe find a
Idea.
bottle of wine or two for the oldies that might appreciate it. I think it's a great idea.
That's
But
a really
if
nice idea of it.
If we tell Z, it's just gonna get don't do this, don't do that. We're capable. We can do this. We've got the doctor across the river. He's a bit more preoccupied at the moment, keeping us all alive, but we can do this. We just gotta, let me stop. We just gotta keep an eye out. Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll need to have a look around. We can see what we can find in town, and then
When we
maybe
stop,
slink off from the
have a
farm.
look. Yeah. Even what about homesteads? I mean, homesteading and tiny cabins and tiny houses, they're all big. It's definitely going to be stuff we can get. Like I said, if we can get a turkey, we can cook a turkey for everyone. They'll just all be happy. Maybe he won't be as unhappy as he is. Because he's been a bit grumpy since Doris.
I mean, I don't know how much a turkey can do, but
Well, it's
it's
feel
worth a
good
shot.
factor.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't have a good family upbringing, but maybe you didn't. But Jacob and Bobby and Z, they would have all gathered as friends and family on Thanksgiving and given thanks. And I just think it's a really good idea.
Yeah. I think it is a good idea. I think it's the right time too. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have to assert ourselves, and I need to do these things before I can't. You know.
We need to make sure. Well, we need to make sure we can cook up a turkey, because if we can do that, we can pretty much do anything.
Exactly. I mean, how hard can it be? Turkey. You stick it in the oven. You cook it.
Yeah, it's a bird.
I mean, yeah. It's nothing. We can do that.
Yeah.
We'll leave Lilibeth and Madeline just quietly conspiring. Z, you're in the front. You can see them talking quite closely, but you can't hear what's going on because you're focused on the road ahead of you. And you look in the mirror and you see Henry and Henry's car behind you. You're heading out. You're keeping off the main street, circling around the outskirts of Bedford. Can you please make a scout roll? And Henry, you're in the car behind. Can you also make a scout roll?
I bet I can.
Excellent. Beautiful. Just quickly gravitate to Henry, Dell, and Jordan. Adults tend to not whisper too much. They don't keep things to themselves. So, Dell, you can hear quite everything that's going on. See Henry. Jordan turns to you as you're driving along. Ooh. Henry, I need to ask you something.
Yeah.
When things get a bit more settled down and, you know, we are a bit more safer, I need to head back to Roanoke. You know, I flew in on that plane. Supposed to be here for my sister's wedding. And I never found out what was going on. And I know you were looking for your friends and you didn't find all the information out about what happened to them. I figured that once things are a bit more settled, we should just take a trip into Roanoke, just the two of us, where we can, you know, stay mobile and we can maybe look up what happened to my sister and maybe find some of your friends.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, we got Del, and it's good to have you with us, Del, by the way. It's nice to have another man in the group to help keep us all safe.
And Del just looks away out of the window. He doesn't say anything.
He's a man of few words, but great actions. I mean, you know, it's serious. She kind of turns to you, and I'm sure Henry agrees. Since Doris is gone, it's been good having you around. It's an extra pair of hands, an extra vehicle, and it's safer together than alone. I don't know if you've got anyone in Roanoke you want to look up, but you know, you'd be more than able to come. But
no, I don't have anybody in Roanoke.
So Henry, you think that it'd be okay? We could do this.
There's just bad people there now.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, I had a first-hand encounter with them. Those bikers, you know?
Yeah,
Even
the
killed
Reapers
someone.
are pretty nasty. But yeah, I think we can do this.
Going by there's a bad idea.
Doing nothing is a worse idea.
Is it?
It's my sister. No, don't you have any family, Del?
No, no one.
That explains a lot.
I don't know if I have any. Henry, be nice. I just think we should do it. But it's at this point that both Z and Henry, you spot on a side street something that really piques your interest. And you both, almost identically, stop or pull the vehicles in as you see this. Off a side street, just parked.
That
With the
looks
back
so much better than
door
my
open.
pizza car.
Oh,
We need that one.
So yes, Z, you kind of pull over as you see this. Madeline and Lilibeth kind of stop talking. And kind of Lilibeth looks one way, I'm sure, and Madeline looks out the other window as if searching around. They're obviously keeping an eye out for walkers. You have trained these two well, and their firearms training has been going on. So yeah, you kind of all pull up, stop, turn the engines off, and listen. What do you do?
I'm going to listen with my one ear.
Henry, this
Sorry,
is
didn't hear you.
Henry.
Well,
this-
I would love to see if that tactical response truck is able to be taken, because it's well fortified.
You know, Henry, that thing is going to get about a mile a gallon. That's going to consume so much gas, but could you imagine if we had that? How much more protected we would be?
Exactly.
We would be able to...
Madden kind of, it would make runs a lot easier going out looking for supplies. And maybe there's guns in there. We're after guns. Maybe Lilibeth and I, we should sneak up and take a look. Henry's got the rifle. Or should we,
the truck
or should we
could
wait
also
here?
have guns, yes, but
You guys stay
if
with the
we
car.
are able to take the truck at least back to the to base, we can position it, because these trucks are bulletproof.
Look at the firing ports on the side. That's amazing.
Does it look like it's got any damage on it from here? Like,
No, there's no bullet holes or any sort of
right, and the doors are
damage.
all shut.
The front driver's and passenger side doors are shut, but the rear door is open, as is the picture, and it is literally parked on a street by a garden. So you're seeing exactly what you're seeing there.
Okay.
You know,
I bet you wouldn't even dent it if you ran into somebody.
exactly. But see, Madeline grabs hold of you, Elizabeth. Z's right though. We should stay here, and we should let the men check this out.
Yeah, but we will let you go and check it out. We'll hang
We
back.
we know when it's time to learn, to watch and listen and learn how you do these things. Yeah.
I want to incite that because that just sounds so not like the kids, but I think it's just a sign of emerging maturity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then let's.
Oh, I'll let you make an empathy test. Just empathy. No, I'll tell you what. I'll. Oh, 2 successes. Okay, let me
It's
make a
Bigger than
a
dog,
roll.
but smaller than elephant.
Wouldn't this be a
Yeah.
critical success, because he only has 2 dice? They're both successes.
No, it doesn't make a blind bit of difference. But I'll tell you what, I will. Let's just see how good that roll was. Haven NPCs. Madeline, I'll do this. Oh, shit, she's not there. Where is she? Oh, she's there. We'll do this publicly because she is an expert at manipulation, obviously, because she's a kid.
Oh,
Okay. There's something going on because, yeah, you're right. They're never that nice. And there is almost probably, actually, Lilibeth, can you make a manipulation roll, please? Let's see what he sees.
Manipulation.
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 Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm probably just like, yeah, you go ahead. Yeah.
Shifty and Lilibeth is just so eager for you guys to go off. There's definitely something going on between the two of them.
These kids are going to be the reason I have my first stroke. Yeah, I mean, the kids are always up to something. All right, guys. Yeah, you don't have to lay it on so thick. It's okay, but watch and be careful. We appreciate it. And maybe we'll come back with a really cool car for you to drive in. That would be great
Really?
for driver's
We can
ed.
drive it?
Wait, we could drive it?
That
We
would
can
be
drive
great.
over Henry?
It would be great for
Oh,
driver's
yeah,
ed.
that's right. Henry's going to drive his car home. Lily, you and I, we can drive this back. We got this. You know, I did get my learner's permit.
I've seen things.
Yeah, and I did do some driving around the speedway track. I didn't damage the cars too much.
Yeah, but around the track, that's what it's meant for. It's fine. But yeah, we'll be fine. We can do this. And it's not that far. We'll take it slow and steady.
Yeah, this is so good that you're trusting us with this.
As I walk forward towards the van with Henry and Dell, I'm going to say, you see, that's how you keep the kids close. They think they're going to drive that back. They won't go far now.
Wasn't it Madeline that fucked up Dell's truck?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's still a bit of soreness there, perhaps.
Exactly.
Maybe just a little bit. Okay. You head over towards the truck.
Do I smell any diesel in the air by any chance, or any obvious signs of gas?
No, you don't.
Okay.
You do smell death. Decomposing.
Okay.
Yeah. And as you get a little bit closer, you spot behind the police van, there are 8 black body bags laid out. You can also see one of the houses that is nearby. There's a crashed car halfway through the front window.
Mm.
And you also see there is a walker pinned under it. Trapped. But can't move because it is trapped under this crashed car.
Mm.
The body bags aren't moving, are they? At all?
They don't seem to be.
Okay.
Henry, do you think Lilibeth was driving in this area earlier today?
Could be. The way
Oh,
it walked.
You have not seen my driving yet. Mhm.
I think we'll go and dispatch the walker so that he's taken out of our misery.
okay. You
Uh,
head over to the crashed car and finish the walker, stabbing it through the head. Hear the skull crush and break, the brain squidge and squelch as you finish it off and it drops. Henry and Dell, you are over by the black bags. Let's
tap
have
one with my
from
foot.
you all.
Oh, okay.
So let's have from Dell, Henry, and Z. Let's have some scout rolls.
oh.
Got a success at least.
Yeah, I got one.
And
Okay.
this is your chance, so
Let's just jump back to Madeline and Lilibeth. See, Jordan is got her pistol out and she's intently watching where you guys are going. See, Maddie just kind of grabs hold of you, Lilibeth, and starts pulling you away. Can you please, for me, make a stealth roll, please? Okay, 2 successes. Excellent. Let me just make one for Madeline. And... oh! Wow. You, Lilibeth, are very, very quiet. Just gonna make a... but Jordan doesn't seem to notice either you or Lilibeth, as the two of you kind of take off around away from this car. Del and Henry,
Mm-hmm.
as you are looking over at the body bags, you do hear, and suddenly coming out from around the back of the police vehicle, you see a police officer, full riot armor, body armor, helmet, but the helmet visors up, and you can see rips out of his throat, his head just kind of hanging on there, and the vacant eyes of a walker in full body armor now walking towards you. What are the two of you doing? Z, you haven't noticed this. You're dispatching the walker
In full body armor, and then you mean riot armor?
He's in full riot armor.
Yeah.
So chest piece, arms, helmet.
Helmet with a screen, or helmet
No,
as in
the
full...
screen is up. The screen mask is up, so you can see his face, you can see his jaw, but his neck is protected round to about the sides. His back is all protected, and his back of his head has got a heavy helmet on.
Is there nothing around?
In what regard?
Is this walker alone?
Oh yes, he is. He's definitely alone.
So he's only alone. Okay, then
He's not still a police officer. Only police officers go in pairs. Walkers in police uniforms can still walk off alone.
There's a reason why I ask this, because I just take out my knife, walk up to this walker, and try and stab it in the eye, because that's open.
Okay, right. Del, what are you doing? You see Henry is starting to move towards the walker, bringing a knife up.
Yeah, Del backs up. He readies his spear. He's going to use
Okay.
it to push the thing away if it comes too close. He knows he's not
right.
going to get through the armor, so...
Okay, right.
Or
So,
in case Henry gets bit.
We all know I'm immune. I mean, I've already been bitten, I'm still here.
that's true. Yeah. Okay,
still
let's
here?
have.
Still here.
I
Still here?
I am still here. I can't hear on one side, but I'm still here.
Harsh. I know, shocking. Okay. So, Del, if you can actually just click the spear icon, and that'll bring up a box, and let's have an attack. And again, from you, Henry, if you're using a knife, click your knife icon. And let's have you doing it between the two of you, working together.
Okay. I got all
Brilliant.
Both have a success.
So, yeah, because you've got the reach on the spear, you kind of jab into the walker, getting the soft part of the neck, kind of jabbing its head up, but not piercing through, as Henry rushes in and kind of stabs it through the face and the eye, pulling out, and it sort of drops down to the ground. Z, you suddenly hear the signs of a squelching body and something falling to the ground hard, just turning around from where you are. You see Henry and Del working nicely together, just taking down this fully armored cop.
I'll rush over quietly, which means I'll rush slowly.
But as you rush slowly, you glance back to the cars. You see Jordan there, gun out, ready. But you don't see Lilibeth or Madeline.
Did I see them get out of the car though, or they're probably just in the car?
Oh yeah, they were out. They were out of the car. They were out of the car when you went over.
All right. Does it look like the doors are close to the car? Could they be inside, or do I obviously see they're not inside the car?
Oh, they're not inside. You can't see them.
Gonna wave to Madeline.
To Jordan.
Oh, Jordan, sorry.
Yeah. She kind of turns around. Starts looking left and right, wondering where Madeline and Lilibeth are.
And I'll go
And
to...
with that, I'm gonna jump away a moment. Doris. You kind of hear tick, tock, tick, tock,
Oh
tick,
no, it's a crocodile from Peter Pan.
tock of a clock. You smell flowers and you feel the softness of a feather bed. Suddenly there's a sharp pain in your leg. You try and sit up and you feel something holding your arm and your wrist. As you kind of glance down at your leg and you see it's bandaged and there's a piece of wood there, and you kind of glance to your right and you see your hand is handcuffed
Wow.
to a bed. Tick, tock.
We've all been there before.
Clock. You smell the freshness of flowers. Kind of looking around you, you can see you're in a nice bed. You realize you're in some pajamas, not in your clothes. But again, you're struggling. What are you doing?
Is it just one hand?
Just the right hand is handcuffed to the headboard.
I'm going to look around the room, see if I can see anyone, see any doors.
Okay. You kind of look left and right. To your left, there's a bedside table. There's a glass pitcher of water. There's a glass. There's a vase with some flowers in. Hydrangeas, you think, but you're not an expert. Looking around, it's quite a nice bed you're in. You can see that your leg is bandaged and there's a splint on it. Definitely is a splint. Which leg is it, Doris? You choose, right or left?
Left.
Are you right-handed? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Which
And
hand's
there's
handcuffed?
Sorry?
Which hand's handcuffed?
Right hand is handcuffed. There's a clean smell, and yeah, the pajamas you're wearing look like they're clean. You can hear some footsteps now as you're looking around the room. You can see there's a dressing table with a mirror. There's some books on it.
What are the books?
You can't see the titles. You can see the door opens and there's a woman there. Oh, you're awake.
Why am I handcuffed?
She kind of comes in. Kind of puts a hand on your forehead. Kind of pulls out a thermometer. Yeah. Open your mouth.
Open it.
She puts it in. Pulls it out a few minutes later, looks at it. Your temperature's back to normal. We thought we were going to lose you. You've been in and out of consciousness for weeks now. Took a nasty blow to the head, and you do feel there's a... Yeah, your head does now hurt a little bit, as well as your leg. If you stay here, do you want some water? She kind of goes round the bed and grabs the glass and pours some water and puts it to you. I'm sorry about the handcuffs.
No, you have
She
to.
holds...
I could have turned.
Exactly. She kind of grabs hold of your good arm and puts the glass in there. Please, take some water. It's fresh.
What's your name?
My name is Dana Morgan. Glad you pulled through.
Glad you helped me. How did you find me?
Oh, it's a long story, and I wasn't there when you got found, but I'll go and get him. The Colonel will talk to you.
The Colonel.
Yes. Please drink the water. I'll be right back. She turns and not skips, but jogs out of the room, leaving the door open, but you still handcuffed to the headboard. Can you make a scout roll for me, Doris, as you take in your surroundings?
Ooh.
As you listen, you hear children playing. And then suddenly you feel a sharp intake of pain from your left leg. Look down and you can see it's well bandaged, skillfully bandaged, with a splint on there to keep it in one position.
Do I know from looking at that it's done properly, or is it just a makeshift one with my medical knowledge?
With your medical knowledge, theoretically, where your leg is hurting, and what you last remember was the roof coming down on you at the Haven, you'd expect your leg to be in a plaster cast. But there's no plaster cast, so you don't know, but your leg does hurt. You could sit up in the bed to a degree, you can reach your left hand down, and you can see that the bandage, though, has been well applied by someone with medical training.
Okay, cool.
Basically, you have a crushed leg, Angie, and at the moment you have a penalty of -3 on all your rolls.
Wow.
Hence why your rolls have been stucky tonight so far.
Mean. I'll uncrush it in a minute. It's okay.
Better than dead.
It's kind of weird that when you have a crushed leg, you also get a minus on scouting, which is used by eyes, not by legs.
It's the pain of looking around. Pain is a constant factor. You're also in a bruised state of injury, so you're not fully healed.
Okay, cool. No, not cool, but I'm not dead. Hey, Doris lives. See?
Doris lives.
Whoop, whoop.
Few minutes pass.
Maybe we should do
nothing.
the same thing as you do with a horse that has a crushed leg. Put it out of the misery.
Wow.
Oh,
Nah, I'm just kidding.
And a few minutes pass, and you hear booted footsteps. And you see coming into the room an older man. Where are you? Where are you?
Not
I
dead.
can't find you. No, you're not dead.
Not
Not dead. No, not at all. Yeah, you can see an older man coming in. He's wearing clothes, but there is an air to him. He walks in and stands upright as he is looking at you. Oh, there we go. And that's what he looks like.
Bobby Singer?
Oh.
A grizzled face. That's not very nice, Noir. Shocking. See a grizzled face, bearded, very his eyes look like he's seen a lot. He's got a knife strapped to his belt, and a pistol as well. And with him walking in and seeing as it's 10:15, we'll take our first break here.
Oh.
All right,
Okay.
we will.
Time for break. Oh no.
We'll be back soon.
We'll be back in a few moments. Everyone, you need to go and have a wee. Go and wee. Make a cup of tea, which Mark will make for me.
Oh, Mark's going to make you a cup of tea. Lucky you.
Oh wow, that was the biggest hint I've ever seen in my whole life.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You have to make it, Mark. She can't move. Her leg is.
No,
hurt.
I am.
That's true. Yeah, she's injured. She's
yeah,
injured.
That's it.
This was me. Well, not really, but you get the point. I always love stories, and not just the fonts and pictures, but the heroes and settings that they painted in an extraordinary light. I always loved cracking a new book and learning what villain would be vanquished by an unsuspecting hero. Or finding a new hidden spot to read about the forbidden passion between two unsullied lovers. I would read about the elves of the forest, and the dangerous lands that they would call their home. I would dream about the sailors of the West and the ships assaulted by gigantic beasts from underwater, or the mermaids who would eventually lure those brave men to their deaths. I could imagine the beating wings and formidable roar of a wyvern's fire, or the ancient cities that were once laid to waste from that same beast. I can see through the eyes of the woodland druids and their ability to reshape and fly. I can feel the heat of the blacksmith's fire, while the clerics are doing their work in the camps of battle. These stories are not just read, they're imagination. So hold steady and let me tell you a story of Dungeons and Dragons.
You know, I used to have a nice life. A comfortable job. Even upgraded cybernetics. be young again. To the wealthiest of clients. And that's when the trouble started. The lights, the street names, and corporations taking security into their own hands. All over the world, the poor began rising up with hackers leading the charge, known as cyberpunks. Welcome to 2095.
Phoenix, snap out of it. You got work to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, for 23 years, this has been the best kept secret here on planet Earth. You are now privileged to become our first and last line of defense for all people, near and far. It's time for you to step forward to the future. You are chosen because you are the best, the brightest, and the bravest individuals our nation has ever come to recognize. Welcome to Stargate Command. You will risk your lives every day in a way more dangerous and fantastic than any of us could have ever dreamed. Understand that I represent every person of this great nation when I salute your ongoing heroic spirit. Godspeed.
Warning. The following content may contain strong language, adult themes, descriptions of violence, blood, gore, and death. This is an over 18 channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
And we're back. Hopefully we're back. Could somebody confirm if we're back?
We're back. We are back.
We are back.
Where were we?
Doris
Where
is
were
back.
we?
That's all that matters.
Where
Doris
were
was
we?
busy
Oh,
dying.
yes. Let's go back to Lilibeth and Madeline. Because Doris is... Go to Madeline and Lilibeth. Let's make Doris wait just a little bit longer. Lilibeth,
Yeah.
you and Madeline have skillfully and successfully snuck away from your friends. And you are now searching for the outskirts of this small town. And you weren't too far in anyway. Let's have first from you a spot hidden roll, please. Not spot hidden, a scout roll. Scout roll, please.
So
Could put some points in that.
Okay. Oh. You start moving around, you and Madeline. With your skill at stealth, you sneak around the outskirts of Bedford, moving, and you find a house, wooden construction, big garden area. It's on the edge of the suburbs, not too far away from where you snuck away from the others. And you find that you can see there's pens for animals there. Let's have a survival roll from you. Let's see if you are lucky enough to find a turkey here. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You both climb over the fence and into this backyard. You can see the house a bit further ahead of you. See the chicken coop. You see a chicken just free ranging. And then it's a vision of a beauty, a vision of wonder. You see this turkey pecking into the ground, walking. See, Madeline looks at you. See, I told you. Easy.
God.
Okay.
Okay. Gotta be quiet.
Okay.
Sneak up on it. Well, can we sneak up on it?
You
I was like
can try
looking
and
at its
sneak-
head and it's like
Sneak up and grab it, yes. Yeah.
like weird eyes. Yeah, I think my initial response is like I'm gonna try and sneak up and grab it before
Okay,
we try and shoot it.
You kind of start stealthily. Let's have a stealth roll. Stealthily moving towards it.
Fuck.
And you see it seems to notice you coming closer and just kind of moves rapidly away from you. And suddenly you hear a chicken. And suddenly you see a chicken coming running from round the back of the house. And then you can see this walker seems to be chasing the chicken around. And every time the chicken stops and starts pecking the ground, the walker starts moving towards it. We are going to kind of do something just a little bit there.
Oh no.
Let's kind of have that because there is a walker there from you. And I want you to take a point of stress, please. Because suddenly you see this walker that's come from behind the house chasing this chicken. It doesn't seem to have really focused on you. You were moving quietly, chasing after this turkey. And Madeline was just a little bit behind you. And you can see this thing, and the chicken starts pecking into the dirt, searching for food, insects, seeds, whatever it can find. And you can see this walker, and you're looking at slightly largish chap. Belly kind of hanging out as if he's had a lot of KFC in the past. Enjoyed his takeaways. Sweatpants on. There is a... And it starts moving towards the chicken. And the chicken starts moving away. And it keeps going after him. And it seems to be the chicken is kind of moving around the yard with this walker. And you can see that Madeline kind of just kind of stopped. What should we do? You see the turkey is now going, it's turned a little bit to the left and kind of heading in the general direction of where the walker is.
I'm gonna pull out my knife.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and put down this walker so we can try and get the birds.
Okay.
So
it's not seem to notice you, but I'm gonna have you make a stealth roll, please, because you are trying to carefully and quietly sneak up on it. And as you start moving towards it, you can see that Maddie has pulled out her gun, cocks the gun ready.
Yeah. Okay.
You are right behind it now. Okay. How are you taking it out? What are you doing? Are you gonna knife it?
Yeah, I'm gonna knife it.
Okay.
It's trying
to make a close combat roll. Click on the knife in your inventory.
Yeah. Okay. Knife. Come on.
Knife, baby.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Straight through the ear.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, you kind of slice with your knife, and literally you take the top of its head off. The skull must be soft, and you kind of scalp this creature, and it just kind of drops down to the ground. You're left in silence. The chicken pecks into the ground. See the turkey. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. See Madeline.
It's okay.
Okay.
Does you know what?
She starts moving towards the turkey herself. She's going from the different side to you.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try this thing. But if this one doesn't work, I have a backup plan.
You have a backup plan. Okay.
Yeah. The idea is I want to try and do this before she gets the gun out.
Oh no, she had the gun out from ready to take care of the walker. She was ready. Yeah. She was there to back you up. Sisters there together, backing up. You can see she's gonna make a scout roll. No, she's not gonna make a scout roll. She's gonna make a stealth roll. Oh, for flip's sake. Okay,
Are we going to lose an NPC?
No, never.
And the turkey, as she kind of tries to sneak up and leaps at it, the turkey kind of goes off, and she kind of grabs hold of its leg, and she's got its leg. She got one success, but she's now face down in the dirt, in the chicken shit and the turkey shit that's on the floor, and it's now got hold of it, and it's there trying to peck her and trying to flap its wings and try and get away. So I want you now to make for me. In your weapons, you should have. I'm hoping. You should have like punch or
foot or fist.
Foot or fist. I want you to click that, and let's have a roll to see if you can grab hold of it and control it.
Come on. No.
And you, again, dive to the ground. And you've got hold of the other leg of this turkey. Kind of you and Madeline are kind of splitting the legs apart. Right. I want you to make another scout roll for me, please. If you're both lying on the ground.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm going to have Maddie make a scout roll this time. Ooh. And as you're lying on the ground, grabbed hold of this turkey, you can see coming from behind the house is a female walker. An old woman wearing slippers, blouse hanging open, whole upper torso is kind of ripped open and blood and bone kind of hanging out from the ribs. And hearing the turkey gobbling a little bit too much. But you can see that Madeline hasn't noticed it. And you're both lying on the ground. And this woman is coming towards you. What do you do? And you've got one leg of the turkey, Madeline's got the other leg of a turkey, and in it she's got the gun in her other hand, but she's face down on the ground. You are trying to wrestle this turkey between you. And, just don't have the strength, it seems, to control it.
How far away is she? Like, is it?
No, you're going to have time to get up. You're just going to have to let go of the turkey if you're going to get up.
Oh.
Or you could tell Madeline about it because Madeline's got a gun out. You haven't got a gun out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would. I'll probably point it out to Maddie, and I will try and shimmy forward and just try and shimmy forward and pin the thing so Maddie can shoot.
So Maddie kind of lets go as you kind of now are wrestling the turkey. See, she brings up her gun and she is going to fire at said walker. I mean, how bad could it be? It's going to be fine. I have absolute faith in her ability to do what is needed to be done.
Wow.
She aims and fires bullets straight into the forehead of this woman, and she just kind of lops. And as you are doing that, let's quickly switch back to Z, Dell, Henry, and Jordan. You're looking around and you don't know where they are. It's been about 5 minutes now. You've got the van. You're kind of searching around for them. You're trying not to shout, Maddie or Lilibeth. And then suddenly you hear a gunshot go off.
Oh no, the walkers have guns now.
The walkers have guns now. Lilibeth's got a gun, but it could be Reapers, it could be anyone.
Yeah.
I will have you all heard it, so let's all have a scout roll. See if you can identify the direction.
We have to have the roll because
No, you can just click the scout skill.
Yeah, but it's a hearing skill. I mean,
that's okay. You've still got hearing. Okay.
Would that count as a 1?
You can see that. See, you're kind of looking around, and it's like it's coming from everywhere. Both Dell and Henry, you can pick out the direction it's coming from. Over the road, a bit further down there. Yes, you can definitely hear it's coming from that direction.
All right. Just quickly looking around. Beside the walker, beside this area, do we see any weapons?
Nothing on the ground, but you never got a chance to look into the into the SWAT van because you were looking for Lilibeth and Madeline, who seemed to have gone off.
Henry, that shot is going to attract some things. Take Dell, go towards the shot. I'm going to finish scavenging here.
I think probably Dell's already moving off in that direction with his spear.
Maybe, I mean,
I'm going towards the gun.
Okay, so you and Henry Dell head off in the direction. You can see Jordan looks at you, Z, and says, "I'll make sure the cars load up anything I can see. You can see if that van's working." Shit, bloody kids! Give me the death of us, you know.
Yeah.
And Henry and Dell, you go racing across the streets through another garden.
Yeah.
To where you think it came from.
As we approach it, I'm going to start slow down and approach cautiously. I think Dell's quite a cautious person, so he's looking around corners, peeking around them before he just runs around them.
Yep. So as you do that, you can see that Madeline and Lilibeth, you both now are up. You've got the turkey. You've managed to wrestle this turkey. You've got it wrapped up in your arms, hand around its neck, and you've got this turkey now holding it like a pet. And see Madeline kind of just puts the gun away. We should get back. They would have heard that. They can be running. And at this point is where Dell and Henry are at. You kind of poke your head round this fence, and you can see Lilibeth and Madeline in some sort of small backyard. You can see a couple of walker corpses on the floor, and Lilibeth seems to be holding a big bird. It's a turkey.
Okay.
See, Madeline kind of notices you. We got a turkey. She gives a big beaming smile in the direction of you and Henry.
Dell glares at her just momentarily and it just turns around and just walks away back the way he came.
And Henry, you kind of see that they are holding this turkey, or rather, Lilibeth is holding the turkey.
They better not give it a name. If they name it, I swear we won't be allowed to eat it.
Are you saying anything, Henry, to them as Dell turns and walks back? You see that Lilibeth is holding this turkey.
Well, my internet's lagging, so I don't know if something was said between that when it all froze up.
Okay. No, you can just see that Lilibeth is holding the turkey and Madeline's with her. Madeline has just said, "We caught a turkey!" And Dell's kind of stormed off back towards the group.
Well, that's at least good eating for tonight.
No, not for tonight.
Thursday.
Thanksgiving.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you think so?
November. Have you noticed it's got cold?
Yeah, but that could mean anything. I mean...
You don't think Z's going to be mad at us, is he? He'd be fine.
Be mad. We've got food.
Let's go back.
Fresh food.
That's the... Some of you head back after Dell. Z, you are searching round, are you?
Yes, I am.
Okay. The keys are in the van.
Okay.
There is several weapons in the back, rifles. There's some ammunition. There's a couple of... there's 2 pairs of body armor. Full riot body armor. The helmet masks, body armor chest, groin cover.
You know,
and as you kind of get in, start the van, and it starts up with a throaty, grumbling roar of the diesel engine that hasn't been run in a while.
If possible, before starting the van, I would like to strip the walker of his armor.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
One.
Yep. It's a bit bloodied. May need cleaning. It smells a bit more than the others.
Likely, yes, but too valuable to mess up, to pass up over.
See, Jordan comes over to you. You drive this back. I'll drive the SUV, and Henry can take his car.
Yeah. You can tell those rotten kids that they can't drive now as punishment for walking away.
Oh no. That's not for me. That's not for me. I'm not the responsible adult. You are. And I know it's something that you would have normally let Doris do, but she's gone. And as you look past Jordan,
I still can't get past the fact that she's gone.
I know. You see Dell walking across, maybe a thunderous look on his face, followed by Henry. Or is it a smirking look on his face?
No, it's indifferent, I think.
It's indifferent. Okay, pesky kids. And then you can see Lilibeth and Madeline walking along. And Lilibeth seems to be holding something quite large. And then you hear the gobbling of a turkey.
I'm very proud of myself.
I break out laughing. I can't keep it in anymore. Moments like this are too rare in this world, and it's just like...
Madeline
like I've gone crazy. And I'm thinking to myself, I hope they didn't give it a name. I want to eat it.
And with you there, just sampling the laughter, let's switch back across to Doris. You're handcuffed to this bed, and this older gentleman comes in, hat on, gun. Kind of looks you over. Good morning. Kind of comes in. How are you feeling?
In pain, but alive. Do I owe you thanks for that?
You owe my men the thanks, but it's okay. He kind of looks over. You can see Dana is in the doorway as well. His temperature's okay. The fever's broken. Thank you, Dana. If you close the door on your way out. Of course. She pulls up a chair and sits down. My name's Carmichael Anderson.
Doris.
He kind of looks at you. You have a very familiar face to me.
I do?
And very familiar legs.
I do?
I don't know where I saw when the doctor was setting your leg. You got a little birthmark on your ankle. Reminds me of DC. You're not local from here, are you?
Did you save my dog?
Oh, yeah. The dog's fine.
Thank goodness. I need to find my family, my companion.
Your friends?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen them.
Where
my men were checking out my son's beach lakefront house when they spotted some individuals coming out of it in my son's boat. They follow the tracks down from the lake house up into the mountains. A couple of kids, priest. There's two older guys and another youngster. You seem to remember that Z told you that when you were on a run to Bedford with Jacob and Kristen, when you went searching for wood and medical supplies, it's during that trip that you actually got to a hospital, was able to check out Kristen's situation a little bit more. When you got back, Z said they had a trip to a lake house. They helped this doctor get on a helicopter, and I think that Henry got some sort of CD or something out of the place. You've never been to any lake house yourself?
No.
My men were tracked back during the storm. When they got to where we found you, there was no one else around, just you and the dog. Dog was being chased by the damned. And dead. He was leading them away from you.
He's a good dog.
We searched it. We dispatched the damned, and we searched it and found you buried under the roof. Your leg a mess, concussed. So he kind of pulls out some keys and undoes the handcuffs. Feel your wrist. It's got a mark from where the handcuffs have been there. And there's an ache in your elbow because you kind of had them up like this for, well, you don't know how long.
I don't suppose you found any got any belongings?
No, we just pulled you out.
Are we far?
Yeah,
away
you're
from
lucky.
it?
Oh, we're a little bit away from it, yes. But there was no one else there. We searched around. There was some tire tracks. Looks like a dirt bike or something. Some tracks. There's evidence of some tracks that lead off from the car park. A couple of vehicles. They must have thought you were dead and moved on.
Were
They're
they
probably
still
dead
alive?
themselves now.
No, they're a sturdy bunch.
A sturdy bunch in these times. Well, definitely know you from Washington, D.C. Seem to remember a business trip. Went out to a bar. Oh, it was a few years ago now.
So are we safe here?
Oh, yes, you're pretty safe here.
And I had children. There's families here.
We've got about 55 people living here.
That's a lot of people.
Couple of kids. Look, he kind of points over to the corner of the room. You see there's a crutch there. It's about 6 weeks since we found you.
6 weeks.
It's November. You've been in a pretty bad state. We thought we were going to lose you. Our doctor treated you as best she could. You had a fever. The wound was infected. We set the wound, set the leg, and Evelyn checked and treated you. Said you've been in and out of consciousness since then. We had you handcuffed out because we didn't know if you were going to turn.
Well,
We didn't know if you were going to
that's-
make it.
best in these times.
But as to your
What I would have
friends,
done. They're alive. I know it. I would feel it if they were in trouble. But we had supplies and medical supplies. Did you find them?
like I said, the place was pretty much caved in. We had to dig you out. There was earth from the above the lodge that came down on. We're lucky that we found you.
Yeah, seems that way.
We're lucky that your dog kept the walker kept the damned away. He's out he's out with the kids. Some of the kids are playing ball with him. Look, there's some clothes in the drawers. They're not yours. They're stuff we found or we had here. There's some water there. There's a bowl over there. We have some electricity, but not electricity all the time. We have water that we catch ourselves. The crutch is there when you're ready. Come find me. I'll be out in the main area. You'll see us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're free to walk around the community.
I will help and repay as best I
Well, that's mighty kind of you. Don't please cross any of the barriers or fences. It won't do you any good.
Why?
Well, we don't want you getting out and being in trouble. True?
Oh, obviously. We would talk about that later. Obviously, I need to find my family. Or my friend. They're friends, but they're like family.
We'll talk about that later. We're a little bit away from where we found you.
Okay.
I'll leave
Appreciate
you
everything.
to it. He kind of gets up, turns, walks out, closing the door, leaving you in the room. You kind of sit up and draw your legs out of the bed. Your left leg hurts.
It was a bit mean of him to leave the crutch in the corner and the bed over there.
Well, you can't have everything, can you?
I fall on the floor and drag myself across the floor by my nails to get to the crutch.
Your penalty is now 1 instead of 3 because you have been here 6 weeks.
Yay! Thank you very much.
You able to hop over and pick up the crutch? The crutch is in your inventory. The only item in your inventory.
Bollock.
You kind of go over. Yes, your camera's gone. Your medical supplies are gone.
Well, we'll have to
Your
go
pistol's
back.
gone. Your knife's gone.
Your soul's gone. I mean,
You can see that there is a pile of clothes. See, there's a window in this room. What do you do?
I am a very trusting and loving and caring person. I will get dressed. And go
Compassionate, I think, is the word you're after.
I am.
Yeah.
But I trust everyone. I'm always.
that's your mistake.
Yeah, but it's my character.
Okay.
Wait, before I get undressed, I want to make sure that Carl Fitzpatrick Michaels is not looking through the window at me when I get dressed.
Well, you stand, hobble over to the window because the curtains are open. So, of course, you want a bit of privacy, so you got to close the curtains.
Yes.
But as you look out the window, you can see you're on the ground floor. As you look out the window, there is a grassy area that stretches for quite a while. You can also see quite a large river in that direction as well.
Ooh.
You can see a boy and a girl outside throwing a ball. A chunk going chasing after it, picking the ball up and running back. Chunk survived! That's the most important thing for all the viewers, isn't it? Chunk survived.
Like I said in chat, Chunk definitely survives because he has adamantium plot armor.
He has adamantium plot armor, yes, for now.
Not for now.
But you can see them playing outside. Not a care in the world. Not afraid, not looking over their shoulders. And then you see a man walking, wearing say it would be a uniform. It's fatigues, but they're a grey colour. He's got a assault rifle slung over his shoulder, and he's just walking along. He's towards the riverbank, so a bit away from the kids, a bit in the distance. He just seems to be looking over, and you can see beyond the river. You can see. What can you see? You can see. I think there's some other buildings across the river. I mean, it's quite a wide river. It's not a small stream. It's quite a large river. Let's look at my map. Yeah, you can see across the river, there's a couple of buildings, a track. There's lots of trees across the river. But there's no fence along the riverfront.
Okay. I think I've gathered where I might be.
Draw the curtains. You've gathered where you might be. Where do you think you are?
On the Ranoki River by just lower of Vinton.
Okay.
That's what I'm guessing, just because. But I haven't got a map, so my character wouldn't know. I was just being cheeky.
You're not a native of this area. You don't know.
No, so I wouldn't know.
You close the curtains, get dressed, grab the crutch, and see you go up to the door and you walk out. See a hallway to the left. There's a doorway going out. And there's a smell. It's food you can smell, cooking.
Oh, my tummy rumbles. I've not eaten properly for 6 weeks.
It's the dark side.
You do feel a little bit hungry. You hear barking of chunks from outside. You turn
I'll find Chunk.
left towards the door, and you open the door, and
excuse me.
You step out, and there is a slight chill in the air. The clothing you've got, it's warm jumper, undershirts. He even found some underwear for you, the correct size.
I'm not saying it.
As Jake go,
I'm not saying it.
And as you step out, it's like a large open grass area. As you look to your left in the distance, you can see there is a fence that goes along some trees from the water's edge and into a... You're looking around and you see there's buildings around you. It seems to be some sort of small town. You You can see Chunks there, and the two kids kind of stop. And Chunks comes running up to you. And kind of comes up and starts nuzzling you. Pleased to see you, happy to see you.
Big snuggles.
And yeah, you kind of, yeah. You kind of look around and see the kids are just looking at you as if, stranger danger. They're kind of just not kind of looking at you. You kind of hear, as you're snuggling Chunks now, you can hear people exercising. And as you kind of look up, you can see there's a group of about 10 men and women. They're in like sweatpants, shirts, and they're exercising. Star jumps, press ups. You can see there's a bloke that seems to be leading, and you can also see Carmichael Anderson, the Colonel, sat on a bench, observing the training that's going on. See one of the kids starts walking up to you. It's a boy, maybe 8, 9, slightly younger girl with him. There's a definite familiarity in there to each of their sort of looks. Definitely related they are.
Hello?
Morning, miss.
Hello. I'm Doris. Who are you?
Doris. That's a funny name. James. This is my sister, Sarah.
Oh.
She kind of is hiding behind a bigger brother. So, we heard there was a stranger in town.
Do you know, where are we?
Eden.
And you met my dog Chunk then?
Ah, he's yours? He is lovely.
He is.
Elizabeth,
Is it?
she's stolen your dog.
That's disgusting.
Shocking. Now you want her dead as well, don't you? We live in Eden here.
That Zeev didn't eat it.
He has a name. You can't eat a named pet.
Well, exactly. That's the only reason Elizabeth named him. It's just so that you couldn't eat him.
We've lived here since the damned came back.
Oh. Where were you from originally?
Oh, here. We had a house in town. Parents, though.
Hmm.
They didn't make it. They're dead. They're both dead, says the girl. Jeez. She turns and starts walking away. Nice to meet you. I need to go and make sure she's okay. They turn, Sarah! And starts running after his little sister. Puts his arm around her as she gets up towards him. Kind of draws her close. Chunk then starts licking you again.
I'm like, come on, Chunk, let's go find some food.
And we'll return to our intrepid survivors inside of Bedford. You kind of think the first time that you've laughed since Doris died. It's like a sense of relief kind of washed over you as Lilibeth is holding tightly this turkey. See, Madeline kind of looks at, kind of nudges you, Lilibeth. So, did we do good? Thanksgiving turkey for Thursday. Lilibeth and I are going to cook it.
All right. I
We're
thought
going to
this
cook
was...
a Thanksgiving dinner. I mean, how hard can it be to cook a turkey?
I thought we
shove it
were
in the oven.
reenacting the story of Noah's Ark. I was thinking to myself, where's the second one?
Well, we haven't got a second one. Don't be greedy.
There was chickens.
Chickens. And there were some walkers, but they were dead already. Yeah.
Yeah.
All walkers are already dead.
Yeah, exactly. See? We were fine. And we got turkey.
You know what? That's wonderful. And I am so proud. You handled yourself wonderfully. You took out the walker all by yourself.
Well,
and that
next
shows...
time try to be a little bit more quiet for that.
That shows the level of maturity and knowing what to do when you're all on your own. So next time you want to do something like that, you should let us know. We'll support you. You're members of the group now. You are the next adults to come. So why don't we agree that next time you have an idea, you let us know and we can, we can help participate. Maybe we'll be able to get some chickens too. You like chickens as well as turkey, right?
Well, if we had chickens, we could get some eggs. Oh, maybe we should go back and get chickens.
I just look at it like, we know where they are. Just like keep looking up at everyone at the circus, like the chickens.
We can put it in the back of the van, and then Lilibeth and I can drive it back.
Yeah.
You did say we could drive it, didn't you? See? And she kind of looks at you.
Yeah, we could stop and try and find some potatoes on the way.
Eventually, yes. Eventually, once we practice on the golf carts that we're going to find for you next.
Wait, there's golf carts?
I'm sure we'll find golf carts for... I mean, we need to train driving.
I can drive stick. My boyfriend taught me.
I look over at Dell's truck and I go, yeah, maybe later. But you're right. We should head back, unless we're going to get chickens.
Guys, we get chickens as well. We know where they are. We can show you.
It might not be a bad idea to have chickens. I mean, we do have the chickens. We do have the location.
Yeah,
gonna give some protein over winter.
Chickens are wonderful. They eat everything.
And
they eat eggshell.
Fresh eggs every day.
And we can keep him in one of the rooms, so then it's not as loud for the
and
walkers
none of
to
them
hear.
will have names at all.
No. Maybe we should get some pigs too.
Oh, bacon. Oh, how I miss bacon. We need to find pigs. Do you think there'll be pigs around here?
There must be pigs around here. Maybe we can find some cows as well, then we have milk.
Oh, but they're a bit big, though. How are we going to... Yeah, I think how we're going to keep them quiet on. But, yeah. But we can maybe find the cows and keep going back to them.
Yeah. That would be a good idea.
Let's get the stuff that we have here now. Let's go. Show me.
Oh, we got a horse. We could ride a horse. I've never ridden a horse. We could do that. Yeah.
Oh, that would go for track. Like any stuck cars, really good, and we could definitely outrun everything.
Oh yeah. So, do you want to give us the keys and we'll drive the van?
Yeah. Like I said, after practicing later. No, we'll take care of the keys. You did great with the turkey, and shooting and everything. Let's now go get the chickens.
Should we get back into Kristen's car or get into Henry's car?
Who wants the turkey in the car?
We could call it Gobble until we eat it.
I'ma gobble you up.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Let's see if we could find like some box or something somewhere to, safely carry this thing without it destroying everything that's in the car or the trunk or everything else. And let's go get some chickens and let's get back.
Okay. Let's you spend a few minutes looking around. Let's have a survival check. I'm going to be nice to you, see. I'm going to let you have a +1 bonus from people helping you.
Okay.
Let's have a survival check, and let's see if you find something you can use as a cage.
Mm-hmm. Lilibeth, are you going to be okay riding in the back, of the van, holding on to the your new friend Gobble? Just keep it in your lap, hold it.
Yes, she can do that.
Okay.
I mean, she can ride a horse.
Of course.
She can ride a horse and sit on a horse, and she jumped and she grabbed the turkey. She wrestled the turkey to the ground. It was awesome.
I think the turkey is most used to your smell now. It probably comforts him.
It's a little heavy, but yeah. I mean, once we sit down, my arms will it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you make a scout roll, please?
Apparently not.
Okay, obviously not. We'll let Henry make one as well.
I think Dell's probably got his head under the hood of the truck. He's checking that out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Okay. Yeah, Dell, and yeah. You see, the actual police vehicle is actually in good state of repair. It doesn't look like it's been run in a while, but overall, structurally, it's pretty damn good. You know a bit about vehicles and repairing them, and yeah, it's pretty sound. See, Jordan, kind of. I know you're looking for something to put the turkey in, but we need to think about going. And she kind of turns and points. And you can see there's a couple of walkers coming around.
All right, guys, we come back for the chickens later on. You didn't destroy the fencing that they were in, right? It's intact?
Oh, we climbed over. Yeah, we climbed over. See, Jordan pulls out a knife, and we need to take care of these two first.
We could go. Just try.
We don't want to follow them following us back, do we? I don't know how long they follow us for. Oh, no, because we've got to go in and out of cars. Come on.
That's for a horse would be really good.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah. Dell, you give me a hand? She pulls out a knife and starts walking towards the walkers.
I'll look for some club-like thing and head out. Guys.
You see Dell's got he's got a spear.
Yeah.
Unless Henry wants to shoot
fight them.
Sorry?
Zeev, you need something to fight them?
It's okay. I'll find a little something on the road here.
I still have a frying pan left if you need it.
I'll grab one of the rifles from the truck.
Frying pan?
And
when we get the chickens, Henry's got a frying pan to cook the eggs with. Oh, I like my eggs sunny side up.
Henry, you
a chef, Henry?
We're gonna need yeast. We need to make bread.
Keep your weapon trained on us in case something goes wrong. Let's take care of these walkers first.
I slam the hood down, grab the spear, and make my way after Maddie, I guess.
Okay.
You kind of quieter.
Head over. See, Jordan is there with a knife, and he kind of stabs one in the head. You spear yours. You notice that there's something quite strange with the one that you spear.
Ooh.
A variant.
A what?
Actually not dead.
You can see it has this pinned to it.
It's some kind of badge.
Through its ear.
Oh.
Through its ear.
Is that like
earlobe?
like a tracker, a GPS tracker, or
It's
Through the
like
earlobe,
what
it
they-
means it.
What they
yeah,
do
it's a dead
here with
person,
cows.
right?
Yeah, it's a walker.
you wouldn't put one on a live human being, not on the ear. You just ask them to carry it in their pocket.
Any
This
other
is-
markings on this thing, or is it?
No, it's just it's a male walker. You can see that the clothes that it's got, showing that it was a UPS delivery driver. Or got a UPS uniform on. It's torn open. There's chest is exposed and ripped. And you can see the heart kind of hanging down in broken rib cage. And yes, that is a tag.
I mean, it looks electronic, right? As
Oh yeah, it's
kind of
definitely
like-
there's
GPS
Yeah.
type thing, maybe.
yeah.
Like somebody's
You have
tagging and
seen-
tracking, like the stick
Yeah,
on a.
That might even be
Cow.
a solar.
It's a,
charger.
it's a
yeah.
cow tracking device. Put them on herds of cows to.
Yeah, but these aren't cows. These are walkers.
Yeah, exactly.
Means that somebody is experimenting on them and tracking them.
Maybe
what end?
the person who owns this tag is trying to discover the migration path.
They migrate, says Madeline. Thought
Well,
they were
they
dead.
are walking around in herds.
I mean, I'd understand wanting to experiment on them to see if there's anything that'll cure them, but to track them? That's like some government conspiracy crap.
Isn't that everything?
I'm wondering if we shouldn't shake this tag and attach it to one of the chickens and let the chicken roam free. This is not.
That would confuse somebody so much.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
well, I certainly don't want them coming back and finding that this
Maybe
one
we
was
should just-
killed.
Maybe we'll just leave it. And if we should get out of here, say Jordan, we should get out of here definitely. What about the chickens? Says Madeline.
Later.
Okay. See, Jordan looks up. I think we should get out of here in case whoever did that comes back. We don't know who it is. Come on, it's what Doris would do if she was here. She'd tell us to get out of here, to get safe, to be free and away.
Yeah, we should do exactly what other people think Doris would think we should do. Let's do that.
Well, it's not like she can tell us off now, says Madeline. She's dead.
No, but
She's gone.
I'm gonna pull this thing out of this thing's ear,
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it rips out fairly easy.
grind it up under the heel of my boot.
Okay, yeah, you do it.
I have a quick flick through the pieces, see if there's anything inside that. It's just a standard kind of thing for
Okay.
tracking livestock.
Yeah.
It's a,
Make a tech roll. Tech skill roll.
okay, got one.
That's a success.
Yeah.
nice.
You can see that your grinding it has disabled it or destroyed the sensor. There's a small battery on it. But yeah, it seems to be some sort of just tracking device. I said you've seen him. You know, you've been out in the, before this, you were a bit of a survival buff anyway. You know, you've been out in the wild. You've seen cows with these on there. Farmers use them to keep track of their herds.
Okay. I'm gonna take the battery just in case.
Okay, it's only like a little circular,
like watch battery.
yeah, watch battery. Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you kind of pick the battery up, pocket
yeah,
it,
still in my pocket. Yeah.
and you all get back into the vehicles. You don't let the girls drive. They probably have the hump with you all
Promise.
as you are driven back. and it's Jordan that's driving them back in there, and the turkey's gobbling as they're trying to hold it down and keep it from trying to escape, and it's shedding, feathers and shits everywhere on the back seat and all over Lilibeth and Madeline as it tries to peck and eat them. And we'll leave you guys heading back to the Bedford Motel. Let's go back to Eden, wherever that is. The two children have moved away from you, Doris. So you can see the people doing the PT exercises. You can see the Colonel sat, collar up, on a bench, watching them. And you can smell the food from inside the building. What do you do?
Muted.
I think I'll wander over and watch them for a moment or two doing the exercises. I'm going to check. I don't know. I'm just trying to check what kind of the general how people are acting, whether they
Okay.
the
Well, let's
demeanor,
you
that's it.
walk over to them. You can see these individuals are they're looks like they've been doing PT for a while. They look tired, but they look determined. You can see behind them there is some backpacks. You can see the backpacks. So one of the backpacks is open. You see there's some rocks in the backpacks. There's also a rifle leaning against the backpacks. It looks like some sort of military training. You see the Colonel kind of motions you over towards the bench.
Over.
Good to see you got changed and came out. Sorry, it's a bit chilly. Won't be long before we get the first snows of the winter.
No.
And as you look behind you, so you got the river one side, and behind you can see mountains. But there's a lot of mountains in Virginia. Do you want to have a walk around? See the place?
Yes. The children said it was called Eden. I don't recall seeing ever a place called Eden on the map. I think it's a biblical reference.
It is our garden and our future. What better place to call it than Eden?
And originally it was known as...
You're not from around here, are you?
My family was from the area.
Let's just leave it at Eden for now. You're a guest here.
I understand.
I have people to protect.
No, I get that totally. We ran into some very dubious biker chaps.
Yes. Reapers. We've run into them. Not very nice individuals. Kind of leads you up to a road, and there's a Humvee there. And you can see, although it is slightly dirty, you do see there is some sort of logo on it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sure I've given you the image of the logo before, but you weren't here. So where is the logo? The logo is two crossed rifles with some bullets in red, and underneath it says Anderson International. Security guaranteed.
Okay. I think I remember watching
I
this.
cannot. Yeah, I
remember seeing it.
Where,
It's when they, I remember seeing it.
yeah.
Does it say security on it?
Yeah. You seem to remember that Z had some papers that he picked up from a house with that logo on it, so it is familiar to you.
Didn't we found that logo in that house where we saw that friend of mine as a walker?
Yes, the lakeside house, the beach house, not beach house, the lakeside house.
Didn't you cause trouble there?
No, I didn't.
That's not very nice.
I was kind of frozen up because I saw a friend of mine as a walker that I took out myself.
I don't think you left. I don't think you left the area with friends, though, did you?
Yeah, they did. They left on a boat.
They stole a boat, didn't they?
Yeah, and we took out our priest there.
Yeah.
Sorry, was it this one, or am I mistaken?
That looks like it.
No, that's not the one. That's the one from the helicopter.
Oh,
I'll find it.
Don't worry.
It's lost away, but yes. Oh, there it is. Hang on.
it always happens like that. It's lost away. Oh, there it is.
Oh wait, I've lost it, and then I found it.
Then I lost it again.
And I have kind of
Don't stress.
lost it again. I'm not stressing. Oh, that's why. It is. There we go. There you go. I've done a new one for you.
Oh, wow. Nice.
It's not intimidating much, is it?
It's not intimidating much at all. See, he gets you in and starts the Hummer up and starts heading along the road, and it's not a long journey. It's fairly short, indicating that it is not. It's a long. You go past 3-4 houses, and you come up to a barricade, 2 gates, buses that are used as barriers, fences. You can see there is a tower, and you can see there are 2 men up in the tower. One must be in his early 60s, who has a rifle with a sniper scope, and you can see another youngish man with a bow. See, the young man turns, nods as the Hummer pulls up, and you see the colonel gets out. Just here, gruff old man. We got some damned coming in. It looks like Carmichael, the colonel, turns to you, Doris. Looks like you're going to see us in action. You hear a single shot of the rifle go out, a twang of the bow. We're clear. You see, the young man kind of jumps down, motions back, and you can see another van, another truck, pickup truck kind of comes driving along. See, they get in and drive the bus open into a road going out. And you can see they go out and they start loading these walkers' bodies onto the back of the truck. And they drive away from the gate. The gate is open. 2 men are there watching to make sure it's all okay. You see they just dump the bodies, and as you look out, there's a pile of dead bodies out there. See, the colonel looks at you. We clear them away from the gates, away from the areas where the civilians are. We burn them once a week. We don't let them get rotten into the soil. We don't want to contaminate anything. We clear up after ourselves. You see the truck comes in. See the young lad with the bow kind of jumps down. Kind of looks you over, Doris, and smiles at you. See, the colonel looks to him. Any other trouble? Nothing at all, sir. Everything is A-okay. Is this our guest? Yes. He turns. And Doris. This is my son, Carl. Carl, this is Doris. Pleased to meet you.
To meet you.
He kind of smiles at you. And when I find it, of course, they're never where I want them to be.
No.
You can see this individual. And he's quite a rugged, handsome chap. You don't see much family resemblance to the colonel. This is my younger son. Unfortunately, my eldest son is gone.
We all lost many.
Carl is kind of looks at his watch. Why don't you go and take young Doris here for some food? I'll take a little bit of time on the gates. You see the bus is driven and closed the gates. She has some friends she wants to go and look for. Carl has done a few runs out into the local area. He may know a little bit more, and he was the man that pulled you out of where we found you.
Oh, I owe you thanks.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Dad. Come on, let's go. He kind of gets into opens the door. Opens the door for you of the Humvee.
Imagine this
shuts it behind you. But they are quite high. Yeah,
I'm going to try and get as accurately as I can.
Yeah. Well, there is a step that you get up, and he gets in next to you. Starts the car. Welcome to Eden. Kind of turns around and drives back down the road. We got a few people here, adequately supplied. We don't get a lot of visitors here.
There's not many people left to visit.
Oh, found it. Let me just do this for you. There is young Carl.
Well, he's quite lovely.
Chip off the block.
Chip off the block, yes.
It's not called Grimes because he still has both eyes.
And he's like 20 years older.
Yeah.
Yeah, give or take.
Do you want some food or?
I am starving.
My dad's been keeping an eye on you since you got here. Seems to think he knows you from somewhere. Back in DC or something? You're not from around here?
My family's from here. So
yeah. Yeah. We're from around here.
when you say
yeah.
there is much mystery, which I understand, I'm just trying to get my bearings of how far I've got to get to try and find my group.
Your group's probably dead. There was no one at the place you were at where we found you.
but there was tracks, and if they weren't there and there was no bodies, they'd probably gone. They probably thought
Well,
I was dead.
It's been a month and a half since we picked you up.
I'll find
You're
them.
better off just staying here. Fine. Safe here.
I need to find them.
I mean, I've done runs out. I mean, where we found you, it's not too far away from Roanoke.
They wouldn't have had.
There's a lot of the damned inside Roanoke now.
There is. They wouldn't have headed to there because of the bikers gang.
The Reapers. Yeah. We don't know where they are, but they don't hang around Roanoke a lot. They've got a place somewhere else. We don't know where. We'll try tracking them down, but we don't know where they are. They're
Why would you track
not a
them
good
down?
group. They're a threat.
Hmm.
They're chaotic. My father is into order. He pulls the van up. Yeah, my father's into order. You got to follow the rules. The only way we stay safe here. You understand that, don't you?
No, I understand about keeping friends, family safe. I get that.
Look. I can help you out as much as I can. I can't tell you where Eden is yet. I got to get to know you a bit more before that.
No, I get that. I wouldn't. We kept our place secret.
Exactly. I mean, we only found where we found you because we followed some tracks from when I guess there must have been your friends went down to my brother's lakeside house. We found remains of a camp area where someone had stayed. Found a couple of the dead damned there. You know?
I can't help you with that. I've not been to a lake area. Maybe one of our group stumbled across it when they were scavenging.
I mean, there was a radio by where we found you, but it was smashed in. You had radios?
We did. We do.
We have a radio. Maybe we can help you out and get you on it and see if we can get in touch with your people.
That would be amazing, but I think they had a range on them. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, it's only a short range one, probably 10, 20 clicks. We've got a powerful transmitter here. Dad used to do contracts for the government, security and military.
So, logo, bit intimidating.
It's a private military contractor. You know, we hired and, you know, it was a living.
Maybe if I find my friends, I can bring them back here.
Always happy to have more people as long as they can contribute and follow the rules.
That's a no.
Don't follow the rules, you don't get to stay. We had a woman. She stole some food. You break the rules here and it's banishment.
Must have been desperate to steal food.
I don't know. All I know is my dad packed her up with 3 days worth of supplies and a knife. And she was told to get out.
Then didn't think to ask why she stole the food.
Doesn't matter. Break the rules. We share things here. It's a community. We work together to make the place safe and secure.
I understand that.
You know, we got kids here,
Sort of.
women. You know, my dad's a harsh bastard. Trust me. You have to forgive him. He's not gotten over the death of my brother. He was the eldest, the favorite. You know how it is.
No.
Look, if you want to help out, I think give it a day or so. You know, maybe you can come out on a run with me. We still have to go and scavenge for supplies. We still have to patrol the area. Maybe we can see if we can find some evidence for friends. Let me get to know you. Maybe I can let you know where we are.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I understand. We live in very bad times. We wouldn't let people know where we were. No, I understand that.
We've had run-ins with these Reapers.
And
we've come across people that have not been nice. They've envied what we had here. You know, we have fresh water. We have fishing. Heck, we've even got a kind of points at the river. We've netted part of the area off so that if any of the damned get washed down the river, they can't get close to the shore. Got some boats. We've got some weapons. Enough to defend ourselves. Got a point, Sorza. If you head back into where you're staying, there's a kitchen and there's a woman in there, Margaret. She does a lot of the cooking. She can get you some food.
Thank you.
I better get back to the gate. See what my dad wants from me. Oh, I'll be around.
I can try the radio later.
I'll have to talk to my dad about it. If he says yeah, that's fine. If not, you'll have to convince him. He's
a hard
He's
bastard.
an asshole at times.
You said.
Yeah. But he's got the best interests of everyone at heart.
I get it.
Well, you head on in and I'll speak to you later.
Okay. Thank you very much. And thanks for saving me.
My pleasure. Always nice to save a pretty face. Smiles.
I just go back in.
Off. And with Doris hobbling in for some hot food, some safety, some flowers on the bedstand, we'll finish for this evening and pick it up again next week.